Most people wake up every day with dreams in their head, but distractions in their hands. They scroll, they delay, they wait for the perfect moment, and that moment never comes. But what if I told you that your entire life can change? Not in a year, not in a month, but through what you choose to do every single day. The truth is, success is not built on big moments. It is built on daily discipline. And today, I will show you 10 things that if you work on them every day, your life will never be the same again. Let me ask you something. Why do some people move forward every single year while others stay stuck in the same place? It is not luck. It is not talent. It is not even opportunity. It is daily habits. The small things you do every day are quietly shaping your future. You may not see the results today, but give it time, and those small actions will either build your dream life or destroy your potential. So today, we're going to talk about 10 things, 10 powerful areas of your life that you must work on every single day if you want to grow, if you want to win, if you want to become someone you can truly respect. Let us begin. 1. Discipline. Discipline is the foundation of everything. Without discipline, you will have goals, but no progress. You will have plans, but no execution. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. And let me be honest with you, most days you will not feel like it. You will not feel like waking up early. You will not feel like working hard. You will not feel like staying consistent. But winners do not rely on feelings. They rely on standards. You must build the habit of keeping promises to yourself. Start small. Wake up when you say you will. Finish what you start. Do the work even when no one is watching. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are building a stronger version of yourself. And over time, that version becomes unstoppable. 2. Focus. We live in a world full of distractions, notifications, messages, endless scrolling, noise everywhere. And here's the truth. Where your focus goes, your life follows. If you cannot control your attention, you cannot control your future. Most people are busy but not productive. They're doing a lot but achieving very little. Why? Because they lack focus. You must train your mind to stay locked on what truly matters. When you are working, work. When you are learning, learn. When you are building your future, eliminate distractions. Turn off the noise. Create space for deep work. Even 1 hour of pure, focused effort every day can change your entire trajectory. Remember this, a distracted mind creates a distracted life. A focused mind creates results. This is just the beginning. The next things we're going to cover will challenge the way you think about yourself, your habits, and your future. If you are serious about changing your life, you cannot miss what comes next. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people start to fall behind. Not because they are not capable, but because they ignore what truly matters on the inside. 3. Your mindset. Everything begins in your mind. Before success shows up in your life, it shows up in your thinking. And most people are losing the battle right here. They doubt themselves, they overthink, they expect failure before they even try. Let me tell you something powerful. You will never outperform your self-image. If deep down you believe you are average, you will act average, you will settle for average, and you will live an average life. So every single day, you must work on your mindset. Feed your mind with strength. Challenge negative thoughts. Replace "I cannot" with "I will figure it out." Because your mind is always listening. The way you speak to yourself becomes the way you see the world. And once you shift your mindset, everything around you starts to change. 4. Your energy. You can have all the goals in the world, but if you do not have the energy to pursue them, they mean nothing. Energy is your real currency, and most people are draining it every single day. Late nights, poor habits, negative environments, toxic conversations, and then they wonder why they feel stuck. tired, unmotivated. You cannot build a powerful life with weak energy, so you must protect it. Get enough rest, move your body, fuel yourself with the right inputs, not just food, but information, people, and environments. Pay attention to what lifts you and what drains you, because when your energy is high, your focus sharpens, your discipline strengthens, your confidence rises, and suddenly things that once felt hard become possible. 5. Your habits. Your life is not built in a day, it is built daily. What you repeatedly do becomes who you become. That's the truth. Good habits will carry you forward even on days when motivation disappears. Bad habits will hold you back even when you feel inspired. So every single day, you must audit your habits. Ask yourself, are my actions aligned with the life I want? Or am I slowly drifting away from it? Start building habits that serve your future. Reading, learning, working consistently, improving your skills, and at the same time, start eliminating habits that waste your time and kill your potential. This is not about being perfect, this is about being intentional, because small habits repeated daily create massive results over time. Now here's where it gets even more real. Most people stop at mindset, habits, and discipline, but they never go deeper. They never work on the things that truly separate the top 1% from everyone else. In the next part, we're going to talk about those deeper layers, the things that build confidence, influence, and real growth. And this is where your transformation truly begins.
Now we step into the level where average people slowly disappear. This is where the gap begins to widen. Because at this stage, it is no longer just about improving your life, it is about transforming who you are becoming. 6. Your skills. Let me tell you something most people do not want to hear. Your dreams are not enough. Your ambition is not enough. Your motivation is not enough. If you do not have the skills to back it up, you will always struggle. The world does not reward intention, it rewards value. And your value is directly connected to your skills. So the real question is, what are you getting better at every single day? Are you improving your communication, your thinking, your problem solving, your craft? Or are you just consuming content and calling it progress? Because there's a big difference. Watching videos does not build skill. Practice does. Effort does. Repetition does. You must become obsessed with getting better. Even if it's just 1% every day, learn something new, apply it, refine it, because the more valuable you become, the more opportunities start to find you, and suddenly doors that once felt locked begin to open. 7. Your environment. Now this one right here quietly shapes your entire life, whether you realize it or not. Your environment is influencing you every single day. The people you spend time with, the conversations you listen to, the content you consume, all of it is programming your mind. If you are surrounded by negativity, excuses, average thinking, you will slowly become that. Not because you want to, but because it's normal around you. And here's the hard truth. You cannot live a positive life in a negative environment, so you must take control. Start choosing your environment intentionally. Spend time with people who challenge you, who think bigger, who push you to grow. If you cannot find them physically, then find them through books, through learning, through mentors online. Create an environment that supports your goals, because when your environment changes, your standards rise. And when your standards rise, your life follows. Now pause for a moment. Look at what we have covered so far. Discipline, focus, mindset, energy, habits, skills, environment. If you truly worked on just these every single day, you would already be ahead of most people. But we're not done, because what comes next? This is where transformation becomes visible. This is where confidence becomes real, where clarity sharpens, where execution becomes powerful. And most people never reach this level because they stop too early. In the next part, we are going to unlock the final 3 pieces, the ones that will tie everything together and push you into a completely different version of yourself. Now we enter a level most people never reach, not because it's impossible, but because it requires honesty, real honesty, the kind where you stop blaming, stop pretending, and finally face yourself. Because at this stage, it is no longer about what you are doing, it is about who you are becoming. 8. Self-awareness. This is one of the most powerful skills you can ever develop, and yet almost no one practices it. Most people move through life on autopilot. They react instead of reflect. They repeat the same mistakes, and they never stop to ask why. But if you want to grow, you must understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your patterns, your triggers. Every single day, take a moment to step back and observe. Why did I act that way? Why did I procrastinate? Why did I lose focus? Why did I doubt myself? Because awareness creates control, and control creates change. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. So instead of running from your flaws, study them. Instead of hiding your weaknesses, work on them. And here's the powerful part. The more you understand yourself, the more confident you become, because now you're no longer guessing, you are growing with intention. 9. Consistency. Now this is where everything comes together. Consistency is what turns effort into results. It is what separates people who start from people who finish. Because let me be real with you, anyone can feel motivated for a day, for a week, even for a month, but very few people can stay consistent when it gets boring, when it gets hard, when results are slow. And that is exactly why most people fail. Not because they aren't capable, but because they stop too soon. You must learn to show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when progress is invisible, because success is not about intensity, it's about repetition. Small actions repeated daily create massive outcomes over time. Think about it. If you improve just 1% every day, in 1 year you will not be the same person. But if you quit, if you keep starting and stopping, you reset your progress every single time. So commit to consistency, not perfection, consistency. Because in the end, it's not what you do once in a while that shapes your life, it's what you do every single day. Now take a deep look at this journey so far. You are no longer thinking like the average person. You are starting to see the bigger picture. But there is still one final piece, one thing that brings everything together. And without it, all of this knowledge, all of this effort can slowly fall apart. This last point, this is what gives direction to your discipline, meaning to your consistency, and power to your actions. This is what separates movement from purpose. And in the final part, we are going to unlock it.
Now this is it, the final piece, the one that ties everything together. Because you can have discipline, you can have focus, you can build habits and skills, but without this, you will feel lost. You will feel directionless, and eventually, you will lose momentum. 10. Your purpose. Let me ask you something. Why are you doing all of this? Why do you want to improve? Why do you want to succeed? Why do you want more from life? If you do not have a strong reason, a deep reason, you will quit the moment things get hard, because pressure exposes weak purpose. But when your purpose is clear, when you know exactly why you are waking up early, why you are sacrificing comfort, why you are pushing through pain, something shifts inside you. You stop needing motivation because now you have meaning. Purpose gives direction to your discipline. It gives fuel to your consistency. It gives strength to your mindset. And suddenly, you are no longer just working hard. You are working with intention. Now understand this clearly. Your purpose does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be something huge or world-changing, but it must be real to you. Maybe it is to give your family a better life. Maybe it is to prove to yourself that you are capable. Maybe it is to break a cycle. Maybe it is to become someone you can truly respect. Whatever it is, find it. Define it, and remind yourself of it every single day. Because when your why is strong, your how becomes easier. Closing, the reality check. Now step back for a moment.
Look at everything we have covered: discipline, focus, mindset, energy, habits, skills, environment, self-awareness, consistency, and purpose. These are not just ideas. These are daily standards. And here's the truth most people avoid. Knowing these things will not change your life. Doing them will. Every single day you have a choice to move forward or stay the same, to grow or to settle, to become stronger or remain comfortable. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to save you. This is your responsibility. Your life is being shaped right now by what you choose to do today. So do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for motivation. Start where you are, use what you have, and commit to improving just a little every single day. Because if you do, one day you will look back and realize you did not just change your habits, you changed your entire life. If this message spoke to you, do not just listen to it, live it. And remember, the life you want is built by what you do every single day.